Hi guys, hope welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a chit chat get ready with me. So I asked you guys for some questions on Instagram and I got quite a few good ones, so I'm excited to answer them. If you do not follow me on Instagram, it is at simplyhope12. Be sure to go follow. Definitely go check that out. But I thought I would just get ready while answering some questions because I did get some really good questions. I actually don't have that much time to get ready because I am running to Ulta today with Emma, and so this is just going to be kind of a quick everyday get ready with me. If I don't mention the products, I'll definitely link down below. Sorry, that was Maggie. But I'll definitely link down below the products that I'm using. I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Moisture Lock though. Okay, so the first question I got was, which brand would you choose to collaborate and create your own eyeshadow palette? So who would I want to collab with and make my own eyeshadow palette? That's actually a really hard question. So I'm thinking about high-end brands, but honestly, I think I would do a drugstore brand because you guys know I'm all about drugstore makeup. And so if I came out with like a collaboration with a high-end brand, I feel like that would be kind of scummy, you know? Not that I don't ever talk about high-end eyeshadow palettes, because I do, and that's what I really love. But I would honestly have to say maybe ColourPop. I feel like that would be pretty fun. ColourPop, Milani. Even though I don't even own any Milani palettes, I just know they're good quality, or even e.l.f. Probably e.l.f., ColourPop, or Milani. But if any brand reached out to me and I like their eyeshadow palette formula and I know that they're a good brand and I like their products, I wouldn't turn it down, you know? Especially if it was drugstore. High-end, actually, it would be really hard to turn it down if it was high-end too. I'm thinking Anastasia would be a good one, even though I like their eyeshadow formula, but I don't know if it's like my 100% favorite, but I haven't even tried any of their newer palettes since Modern Renaissance, so yeah, that would be really exciting. So I'm trying to decide what foundation to use because I'm kind of tan. My arms are really tan. I think I'm gonna mix my LA Colors Truly Matte and then my Flawless Beauty Light Illusion. I don't want anything too intense. Just something light coverage. Go-to highlighter and lash primer. My go-to highlighter is my Smashbox Spotlight palette. I'm gonna use it today. I absolutely love this, and I know I talk about drugstore makeup all the time, but this palette is the like prettiest highlight, and if you need like a natural but intense highlight, that's it. You can amp it up, or you can just do kind of more of a natural look with it. It's just my favorite. I mean, I love a lot of highlighters. I think from the drugstore, I really like my Flawless Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette, but that's like an intense palette. I'm trying to think what else. Honestly, the Smashbox one is my go-to. I can't lie about that. So, I know it's not drugstore, but I do like the Flawless Beauty one too, which sounds still expensive. In lash primer, I don't use lash primer. So, I just use mascara, and I don't even know if I've ever really owned a lash primer. I've tried them before from people, but I just never have been into them. I just like it's kind of a lot of work, and I haven't found one that I just think I just find mascaras that are good that don't need them. So what are you most and least excited about college? I'm most excited about getting out of my house and meeting new friends and new people. Making new friends, meeting new people. I feel like I am grown up and mature and kind of been ready for this stage of my life for a while. And honestly, I'm not that excited about college. I've never been the kid that's like, ooh, college, yay, can't wait to go and get out of the house. I am ready to get out of the house and be out on my own. So I'm kind of like excited about that. I'm not excited to live in a dorm, like at all. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I mean, my roommate is amazing. I actually know her personally, so I'm excited to room with her, which will make it a lot better. Revlon Candid Concealer. I'm also, you guys know that I am dating Isaac, and we've been dating, well, October is kind of like our 1 year. He is not going to the same school as me. We purposely were not, I mean, we chose where we wanted to go based on what we wanted to do, and we didn't make the decision on each other because we also have to understand that we are our own person. We have to grow as an individual self, and we are aware of that. And he leaves like 10 days before I do, so I'm stuck back at home. It's gonna be hard, and so I think by the time that it's my time to move in, I'll be excited because I just will want to be out of the house. Not living in a dorm and going to community college would be in my comfort zone, but I know that I would honestly probably really hate it because I will be at home, Isaac will be away at college, we're gonna be at least 2 hours away from each other. I'm gonna be at home. My friends will be at college. A lot of them are doing community college, but I'm not gonna be out making new friends. I'm not gonna be distracted. I don't wanna be sitting at home and dwelling on myself, thinking about him all the time. And so there is a reason why I'm getting away. Back to your question. I'm not excited that I'm going to be far away from him, but at the same time, I think it's good for us to kind of grow apart, and we are going to stay together. I didn't really have a bad high school experience. I think it's actually kind of feels really weird to me that I'm not going back to my high school, and I honestly kind of miss it. Okay, the next question. Are you ready to start school? I got a couple college questions. So am I ready to start school? I kind of already covered that. I haven't really thought about it, and I purposely haven't thought about it because I don't want to sit and dwell on it. I want to enjoy my summer. So I'll be ready when I need to be ready. And yeah. How long have you been simple? I have been simple for a long time. I'm just kidding. Simply Hope actually has been around for about 4 years. I was a freshman in high school. That's right. Because I remember trying to come up with the name my freshman year. I wanted my name in there, but I also wanted like beauty, but I'm kind of glad I didn't do beauty because it's not all about beauty, you know? Like, I have a bunch of lifestyle things in there. I honestly think at first I was like, no, but I actually love it. I love Simply Hope. Have you tried any Shop Miss A products? I have not, and you guys, I have wanted to. I just have not ordered any. I am not an online shopper because, well, first of all, if you know something about me, I really don't like to spend money that much. Okay, it's not that I don't like to spend money. I like to buy new things and have new things, but I have a hard time spending it and watching it decrease, you know? I have not tried any Shop Miss A products. I want to, I just haven't, and I feel like now it's like everybody has almost discovered it and reviewed it, that it's like, do I even want to anymore? Like, do you guys even want to see me try any products? So if you do, I definitely will. You just have to let me know down in the comments. My brows are my least favorite part of my routine, and I think they're everybody's least favorite. Next question. What is your favorite makeup brand? My favorite makeup brand? I don't have a favorite. I literally probably could not pick a favorite. I really like e.l.f. I used to be more obsessed with e.l.f. a few years ago, especially when it was cheaper. I just think that they have pretty good products for a good price. They are kind of amping up their price a little bit, but their products are getting better than they obviously were 5 years ago or whatever when I first started out. Physicians Formula, honestly, is probably one of my favorites. They are more expensive though, but I just love their products. I like a lot of Flower Beauty products. I honestly couldn't pick a favorite. I like Catrice too. That's another brand that I gravitate towards for some reason. I really couldn't pick one favorite. I got another college question. Are you getting excited for college, and what will you miss most at home? So honestly, what I'll miss most at home is my bed. I'm really not going to be that far from home either, so I can definitely come home on the weekends whenever I want. I really don't think I'm going to miss much at home besides just being alone in my room and sleeping in my own bed and just being alone. That's something I'm a little nervous about, is just living with somebody else. Not that I have a problem with my roommate because I love her or anybody, but I just know myself and I like to be alone. I think that's just going to be a little tricky. I have friends back at home, but I'm hoping they'll come visit and I'll be home a lot. I'm not going to be that person that comes home every single weekend, obviously, but I will probably be home a lot, and especially like my high school football homecoming and just every holiday. Where do you get all the money for your makeup, filming stuff, etc.? Okay, my filming equipment has pretty much been gifted to me. I've had these studio lights for years. I got them as like a birthday gift. My ring light I got as a birthday gift. My tripod I got as probably a Christmas or birthday gift. So pretty much all of my equipment, I got this camera as a gift a couple years ago. So all of my equipment I haven't thankfully had to buy on my own. It's all been like Christmas or birthday gifts, and I've just had it for years. Honestly, I don't buy new equipment all the time. Like, I literally had the same stuff. These Amazon umbrella lights, I know they came in a 2-pack and they were cheap. I think they were like 50 bucks or less for the 2 of them, which that's pretty cheap. My ring light is not like the $300 one. Luckily, I just got into it when I was younger and I've just slowly been collecting this stuff. I have like some of my eyeshadow palettes, and then onto the makeup stuff. I do ask for sometimes makeup for gifts, but honestly within the last 2-3 years, 2 years especially, I have bought a lot of this stuff on my own. Where do I get the money for it? last summer, I don't have another job besides YouTube. I nannied last summer. That's the thing too, is like you can notice in my collection, I'm not always talking about new products. I'm not always talking about high-end products. I'm mostly reviewing drugstore. I try to spend it very responsibly. I don't go out and spend $300-400 on a Sephora or Ulta trip every single month. I don't spend $300-400 at Ulta in a year. I literally physically can't. It wouldn't be responsible of me to. I have other things to pay for. Like, I do have a daily life. Like, I have to pay for gas. I pay for most of my clothes. I pay for a lot of stuff. So you don't see me talking about new products all the time because I don't go out and buy new products all the time. I'm all about using what I have, and that's kind of how I've been, especially this past year, is really just using what I have and keeping the stuff that I love and then getting rid of the stuff that I don't. I do make money on YouTube, but it's not a lot. But honestly, I wouldn't do YouTube if I didn't love it, because it's not like I can make this my full-time job. It's not even a part-time job. And like, that's why I use referral links, so you can, if you click on my link in the description box and you purchase from Ulta or Target or wherever I link, I will make a small commission off of that. So I make money off of affiliate links, and I've never done a sponsored post. I've been asked to, but didn't know much about the company, you know, and it's the hard thing about being smaller. And so honestly, I really don't spend a lot of money on stuff. I am very careful about how I spend it, and yeah, that's kind of my answer. I always said, like, I feel like I could have another job, and especially in the summer, and I did love nannying. I really thought I was gonna nanny this summer, but it just didn't work out. And I really would rather sit and build my business or Simply Hope into things that I know it could be turned into, rather than wasting my time working at McDonald's. No offense. Because if you work at McDonald's, that's great. If that's what you do, that's what you do. And if you need money, I mean, you need money. Luckily, I'm still able to live at home with my family. And so, yeah, that was kind of a long answer, but that was my answer. Hey guys, I am back. It's actually a couple hours later. I was scrolling through my Instagram because I was wondering if anybody else had left questions. But I got a question that as soon as I read that, it just felt so near and dear to my heart that I just felt like I had to talk about it, because it was just something that's always been so important to me. Let me just read the question. So it said, how do you find the balance between being a Christian and being a teenager and trying to fit in? I don't really promote, like on my Instagram bio, it says like Jesus lover on there and stuff, but I'm not really all about posting about faith, which I don't know why I'm not. I don't know. I'm kind of that type of person where I'm not going to speak out my feelings on things, really. If somebody says something and they have a strong opinion, I'm not really one to be the one to go at them with my strong opinion unless I really feel it on my heart. So in my videos, I don't really talk about that stuff as much because I don't know what it is to talk about. And my personal relationship with God is very, like, it's like personal, you know? Your relationship with God should be personal. I believe that it's not all about going to church all the time and all that stuff, that it's praying and reading your Bible, and I'm not good at reading the Bible. I'm really not, if I'm being honest, and I don't want to come across as having it all figured out, because I don't. I like to talk about cool things with my faith experience, because the reason why I believe is because I have witnessed like personal experiences about it. Like, my mom passed away from cancer, and I believe that the reason why we got through that was sticking close to God, and I believe she's in heaven right now. You know, how do you balance trying to fit in with that but then having beliefs? And I really don't even know how to answer this question, if I'm being honest. How I did it is I honestly didn't do it very well. I think that's what I'm going to tell you, is I didn't really do it that well. I like to present myself in a way that God would want you to present yourself, being kind to others, you know, just speaking and being loving, you know, in that sense, but also not, I also am not the type of person that goes and posts everything about Jesus and Jesus this and Jesus that. I just kind of found that balance where it was like, I know how I want my personal relationship to be with God, and I found a couple friends that believed with me, and I talked to them about it, and I've had many conversations with friends about stuff. You come up with things in life that it's very difficult to find that balance. And you know, some people just feel more outspoken than I do, and a lot of times, like in church, they challenge you to be a little more outspoken about God and your faith. And I think for me, it was more maintaining that personal connection with God and also speaking about it when it was on my heart, but not always being the one that every single thing I talked about was being about God, because I know that there are friends of mine that aren't really, they believe in that stuff, but they don't have a personal relationship necessarily, or some don't even believe in it at all, and I don't want to push that. I have respect for people who don't believe in that, and I think part of that is our generation is having respect for people who don't believe in that and sharing your thoughts and opinions, but if they just still don't believe, I don't push it. And honestly, I don't sit and talk about it all the time unless it's with friends or it comes up and it's in my heart to talk about it. That's just kind of how I balanced it. I just maintained more of a personal relationship, and then when it came up, it came up. I didn't try to fit in necessarily. I wasn't trying to be somebody I wasn't. I was just being myself and what felt right for me. I'm not here to tell you I was perfect, because I was not. I was not even close to perfect. And that's just how I did it. I really can't even give you an answer. I think you just gotta find your balance. But you wanna kind of be normal about it too, because I know sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just that religious girl. I don't wanna be that crazy, weird religious person. And that is hard. I understand that 110%. So I think it was just maintaining that balance of not everything has to be about religion. I did get one more question really quickly asking where I'm going to school. I'm not gonna talk about where I'm going to school because I just don't want to give that personal information away. I didn't give where I went to high school too. I am going to a Christian school actually, so that'll be a little bit different, but it is a university. Let's just go back to the original video. I just felt the need to talk about that a little bit. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'll either respond to you in the comments or I can save them for another future Q&A video. I love doing Q&As. They're like my absolute favorite. So link down below all the products that I used in today's video. Oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock. I think everyone's gonna be here soon. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.